Welcome to the final. We've got the Heritage Cricketers from Bangladesh taking on the Conquerors from England. We're at Claremont Cricket Club. The scene is set for an absolute cracker of a game. We're going to start with the pitch report. Now, the story of this pitch. It's game 3 of the day. There's quite a heavy grass covering, but it's still a very hard pitch. If we look at just on a length here, it's going to be a lot of bounce, and it's going to be a good contest between bat and ball. The groundsman has prepared an absolute belter, and we should be in for a cracker of a game. If I just walk over, we've got Suli from the Conquerors, Shahid from Heritage Cricketers, 2 officials, Courtley and Tulani. So, Shahid is going to toss the coin.
Tails.
Tails is the call. Heritage have won the toss. What are you going to do, Shahid?
Thank you. We're going to bowl first.
Any thinking behind that?
Yeah, we want to try to restrict them as early as possible, then we'll chase down.
You guys had a great time in South Africa?
Yeah, it's quite beautiful actually, and this is my 3rd time and first final, so I hope this time our team will lift the trophy.
Awesome. Well, go well. Next up with me, Suli. Tell me about that game, that semi-final you've just played. That was an absolute cracker.
Yeah, I mean, all the boys, they got a fight in them, and we went all the way to the end, like we have been doing every single game. We don't look at, who the players are, where they play. We take each game as it comes. And same as this here, we didn't lose the game. We knew right to the end, to the wire, we'll take it, and we'll have a chance to go over the line.
So, would you have done that with the toss?
We were looking to bat first today, so glad it's gone our way, so we were looking to bat.
So, that's it from us here. The Heritage Cricketers are going to bowl first. Back to you in the comm box.
He did say bowling, didn't
Yeah,
he?
yeah.
But I didn't hear it. So.
Yeah.
From the 2 finalists, the Conquerors are batting. They're up against Heritage Cricketers from Bangladesh, the Malaysian Open champions, taking on the English champions, Conquerors from Derbyshire. 24 teams started just over a week ago, battling it out to be crowned world champs, and we're now down to our final 2 teams. They've knocked over some of the best in the world: Masagami Rebels, Tulikis, Santon Royals. It's been a fantastic tournament with fantastic cricket. We're down to our last 2. Can't wait to watch. So Heritage Cricketers will be bowling. They're, I would say they're a better bowling team than a batting team. They're just a fantastic all-round team though. Conquerors, fantastic side. Sully, the captain, always does his homework. He's been studying all the teams, not knowing who he's going to face after each knockout. Does his research on video analysis, the opposition weaknesses. There weren't too many weaknesses from Masagami, but they found a few cracks thanks to his research. Just a few moments, we're going to be starting. The teams are warming up. Camera crew are getting ready. The crowd is rolling on into the clubhouse at the Constantia venue where we're at. We're at the Claremont Cricket Club. You see Rifat, our technical engineer, running around the field, making sure everything's picture perfect. And big thanks to our live streaming crew, Hasib, Rifat and Minaj and Ani, all the way from Bangladesh. They've come out to South Africa to set up this event for us. The 3-camera production. Big thanks to Clive Horde from Claremont Cricket Club, making this beautiful facility available to us for this World Champs 2023 tournament. A big thank you to Amy from the clubhouse for all their kind hard work and support and service to our team and our players. And a big thank you to our umpires. Without them, this wouldn't be possible. They've all been fantastic throughout the week. Our two top umpires, Tulani and Courtley, will be doing the final. And then a big thank you to Ross Kaywood, who's flown out from the UK to be with us here. He's part of the Dream Team commentating group. Everything's been set up perfectly. The weather's played its part. Also a big thank you to Simon Melbers, the tournament director. He's had to do a bit of the grounds work here today. The ground staff knocked off early. It's been painting the lines, rolling the pitch for the final. Everyone's played their part. I just can't wait for the game to start now. Let's just have a look at how the knockouts went. Joining me in the commentary box is none other than Wayne Grieve.
Good afternoon, Bjorn. I'm still trying to catch my breath after that semi-final, but just be good to talk about the two halves of the draw. I will start with the Conquerors half of the draw. So the Conquerors finished the group stage as second seed, so they got a bye through to the quarterfinals. And they came up against a strong Global Jets bowling lineup in that quarterfinal. And there was moments in that game where I think they might have felt that it was slipping away from them, but they managed to hold their nerve, and they qualified for finals there. On the bottom half of the right-hand side, Masagami, they had a comfortable win against MPVP, and then one of the games of the tournament, Delhi Lions, who were unbeaten, were knocked out of by the two lickies, courtesy of a home run. The last ball of the innings going for 6 from the two lickies to win the game, and that was after Delhi Lions actually had hit a home run on their innings. And that took two lickies into a quarterfinals against Masagami. Masagami batted first, with Pike getting 50 or 13 balls, getting Masagami through to the semi-finals. And we've just witnessed one of the last man stands great games, going down to the final ball. Could have gone either way. So many times the momentum shifted from one way to the next. And Bjorn, maybe you could talk us through the heritage journey to the final.
Well, Lila took on Heritage in the quarterfinals. Lila, convincing win over Ush, got them through there. Heritage were just too strong in the local derby, the other side from Bangladesh. They're just a more complete team with their batting and their bowling. It was a close game, and that saw them through to Santon Royals. And their bowlers just blew away the Santon Royals in the first innings of the game, and Santon Royals were only able to put on 118 thanks to their actually great fielding. There were 2 run-outs as well, but about 30 runs short there for Santon Royals against the side of Heritage cricketers. Santon Royals at the bottom of the draw had to beat the Royal Challengers Bangalore, and then the Rebels, who I think are the number 2 or 3 ranked team in the world, so not an easy ride for the Santon Royals. There were nervy moments in that semi-final this morning for Heritage cricketers, as a few wickets went down. They ended up 5 down at the end there, but experience showed through, and they managed to get the runs convincingly at the end. which saw them into the final. So they've had a bit of a break, time to warm up, have some lunch, settle the nerves. I'm pretty sure the Conquerors are still pumped up from that first semi-final, so it'll be interesting to see who handles the big moment the best now. The umpires are on the field. Heritage cricketers are ready, and we're just waiting for the batsmen to join them at the crease. Really has been a great day of cricket so far. I'm expecting nothing less from the final. There's a good crowd in. Some of the Masagimi lads there are still on picture. They haven't moved since that loss. They're devastated. They wanted to go back-to-back champions there. It wasn't to be. The Conquerors just too strong on the day for them. I'm sure they'll come back stronger. They'll be ruining a few decisions. The decision to play, not to play Justin Gamble might have hurt them. I know it was kind of a niggle with the shoulder. Could have been the difference though. Not to be today. The Sanson Royals are still here. The two Lickies team have joined us in the crowd. The Butchers of Bow Desert are floating around. It's good to see all the teams come back to watch a great final, the World Champs 2023. The batsmen are making their way. I can't wait to watch the batting from the Conquerors. Formidable opening pair. Looks like they've changed things up a bit. Looks like Heritage are going to be opening up from the parking lot end.
So Heritage have won the toss and they've elected to bowl. I think before the semi-final, Conquerors were probably looking to bat first. They've just had a magnificent run chase over the Masagami. So it'll be interesting to know if that's what they would have done if they won the toss. This time they're heading into the wind, where they've just been heading down the wind. And it's going to be Rahib Ali and Sarub, who's had four man of the matches out of 5 games. He's on the non-strikers end.
Let's watch this first delivery. So Heritage cricketers must have been in two minds when they won the toss. They put Conquerors into field.
That's great running from Ali. Really good, and that's
Great running.
exactly what the Heritage didn't do in the semi-final. They were phenomenal in the field, and you want to start the final well, just putting 1 foot out to it. I don't think that's what the captain would have been talking about in the team talk, Bjorn.
No, they certainly wouldn't have. It's in the gap though. I'm sure that we're going to see some excellent fielding from Heritage. They've been sharp all tournament. Hopefully they haven't been sleeping while watching this other semi-final. It's a big moment.
So Akil Kaur opening the bowling as he did in the semi-final. I think it caught Sanson Royals off guard, having pace off first up. Can the Conquerors handle him a bit better than the Royals did early doors? So Rube, he's just such a classy batsman. This Beyond we saw in the semi-final, they're hitting downwind in the first half, so he's targeted that area and he's targeted the same area, but this time playing behind square. So he's showing what last man stands cricket's all about. He's adjusted to the wind conditions here in Cape Town superbly. It's not just about brute force, you've got to have a good cricket brain, and he certainly is a smart cricketer. He's top of the all-rounder rankings.
He can hit the ball hard, but that was just a little deft touch. He's just kissed that on its way to the boundary. Ease and grace. Seven without loss.
We've got 7 off 2 deliveries. I think a kill, one man, that option from Zaroop. Have to look at the replay, but might have been an LBW shot if it missed that. Oh, he's taken that from way outside off stump, so no dramas there.
That's very good cricket. Another 2 here should be on the cards.
And that's better from Heritage, better there.
And 1 to come. It's already been a good over for Conquerors. Tossed up. It's just the 1. They're looking for 2. No one at the bowler's end. It's easy 2 in the end. It's a very good start for the Conquerors. It's 11 off the first over, heading into the wind. It's going to get easier the second 10 as well with the old ball and hitting with the wind. So, Heritage cricketers need to pick things up here. I think maybe they should have opened from the other end. It obviously worked for them in the first semi-final.
So those of you in the Cape Town area, there's a band playing here at Claremont Cricket Club. It's getting quite festive here. Get down here. Beverages on sale. The food's unbelievable here, Beyond. We just had a great lunch.
It's not bad, Wayne. Amy's been superb from the clubhouse.
So spin follow spin here.
That's a good delivery. Asking questions there outside off stump.
So opening the bowl in with 2 left arm spinners. Trying to get Conquerors to hit into the wind here. Try and get an unforced error. Got deep in his crease, punched that into the gap on the offside. And what a shot that is.
It's incredible timing.
So it looks like Ali and Zaroop, they can play spin, Bjorn. And that's actually crucial here. I think they hit in with against the wind, but that's just brute timing there.
It might be time for a change of bowler. At the end of this, I think Conquerors liking the spin. It's 15 already.
Now he changes it up. Now he goes behind square. Exhibition here from the Conquerors. And Heritage might want to rethink their approach here with 2 left arm spinners. I liked one of them, but they pretty much bowl in similar deliveries here. So beyond maybe a bit of variety in the attack might help.
And their seamers are really good. So I think they need to try something different. Misfield there by the fielder. Score moves to 18. One ball to come. Gone for the reverse sweep, not really necessary. Dot ball to finish the over. Let's have another look at that replay. It's lucky he got bats on that. It's pretty much
we know that you're not a big fan of that shot, the reverse sweep.
Not a fan at all. Not when they're scoring so freely with other regulation cricket shots.
I think he was, obviously it's premeditated, but if that lands outside off stump with the fielder, well, he was quite square third man and the wind blowing downwind, you could see the thought behind it. But I think you've got to pick the delivery quite carefully and make sure that you can't get bowled LBW. What they have made a calculated decision here, Bjorn, is not to try and take on the long off fielders here and hit over the top. It's just going to sit in the air, so they're going to have to work the ball along the ground, straight down the ground.
It's working so far. It's 18 without loss after 2.
There's a huge gap down. Oh no, they've taken a power play now, Bjorn, haven't they? Oh no, they haven't. So they've got, there's a big gap between extra cover now. Wonder if the cameras can just give us a look at all the fielders off this ball.
Knocked down the ground for 1. Mid-off does the work. So they kept the spinner on. Killed Koha. He went for 12. 11 in his first over.
Which should be a comfortable 2. So we've been very impressed with the Heritage bowling attack, but they just don't seem to be on the money as much as they were in the previous game. So regulation, last man stands field.
It's good fielding off his own bowling there.
Commitment from the bowler there. And you can see Zarub just a bit watchful here. He knows hitting into the wind against the spin, it's not going to be easy. So he's trying to maneuver the ball around the field, and that's well bowled from Koha.
He's gone for that one.
I didn't think that was the right shot, but it just shows the talent of the man.
He's used his feet nicely and got down to the ball. A lovely shot.
When you've got talent like that, it doesn't matter, but for the average cricketer hitting into the wind, it could be a dangerous shot.
And the wind's just died down a little bit. It's still there, still a difficult shot for the average cricketer, but it's not as blowing as hard as it was the game before.
I think, Bjorn, we can also give him the benefit of the doubt. I don't think he's tried to go over the fielder's head. I think he's gone for the gap there between mid-on and mid-wicket. And that was crucial, I think, as well.
Now 1 ball to come here. Kilcar under pressure. He's just got back into his crease there and worked it fine. Third man's got lots of work to do. Could be another boundary. Oh, that's good batting. Lots of pressure on the bowlers now.
So he's come down the wicket and hit one between mid-on and mid-wicket, and he's got the bowler to just drop his length back, and that allowed him just to give himself some room outside off stump and use the pace and wind and just guide it down to the vacant third man.
That's not the first time he's played it down there. Causing a few problems for the skipper.
This is skillful batting here from Zarub. So I'm sure Ali and Zarub, club cricket mates back in England, will be watching this. They'll
He's
be
a
proud
19
of
off 8, Wayne. I think his mates back home are loving it, loving his work.
So they've gone back to seam up. Mushtaq bowled very well in the semi-final against the Royals. So
this is a good change up here for Heritage.
sliding down leg.
Sliding down leg with good pace. A little bit of movement in for him.
Yeah, he got the ball to swing in the semi-final as well. So I think he'll just be looking to start this around 4th or 5th stump and trying to swing it into off stump. They need a tight over here to Heritage. I think Heritage came into this game as slight favourites, Bjorn.
Definitely, Wayne. Conquerors here to prove the favourites tag wrong. Oh, he's knocked it off stump.
That's a big moment in this game. That's a big moment.
Heritage, you just got to wonder why they didn't start with the seamers.
Yeah.
What a delivery. He said he had a bit of shape in and he's just done in there.
I think
Lost his
maybe
balance.
guilty of not having a look at the first one. They always say have a look at the first ball of a new bowler. That's swung in big there.
Well bowled, son.
And I don't think Zarub's been out too many times in this tournament, so the Conquerors will now feel like
it's a bit of a blow for them.
Yeah,
they've got to keep going and not let it bother their psyche. We've seen they can bat all the way down. He has been a kingpin for them though. A key player. Big wicket there for Heritage cricketers. That's a great delivery. Gets better and better each time I see it. Needed to be a good delivery to get him out.
got some Elvis Presley music on the going now.
Should rather get Ross Kaywood on the mic there.
He's dressed for it.
Having some afternoon tea there. So Mamoon Tariq's on strike. He's facing big induckers from Usman.
So Mamoon role here, Bjorn, just to be anchor the innings. They've still got Watson and Imtiaz who can play some lofty, lusty blows in the second 10. And then they tail, they've got a few guys that can work the ball around. But I
got to hold Watson back for the second 10, I think. You don't want to lose in this end.
I think so, Bjorn. I don't know if the Conquerors are onto that, but I don't think that he should be coming in for here. I think, I think it was the number 8 batsman for Conquerors. I think it was, get his name now, but he batted well.
Imtiaz, I think it was.
Yeah, I think he should come in possibly 4 or 5 just to maneuver the ball around. They've actually got a fast start, and you'd want to hold back maybe Watson and Imtiaz for that second 10 to go hard.
Skittle down to third man. Well done by the man down at there. So $36 for 1. 1 ball to come here for Usman. Ali Mushtaq. Rahib Ali on strike. He's on 15 from 10.
So beyond another reason why I think you'd want to hold some firepower down the order here is that in the second 10, if the spinners have only bowled like 3 or 4 overs, they're going to have to bowl against the wind in that last 10. So I think the game plan for Heritage was to try and squeeze the game with their spinners up front, but with Zaru playing them so well, they've gone back to seam, but wouldn't be surprised if they go back to spin here again now.
I'll definitely bring the spinners on now. That's a very good point, Wayno. Mohammed Zarub was working it all around the ground, scoring boundaries at will. He's out the picture now.
So maybe save your seamers for the other end.
Yeah, so Conquerors have got a little opportunity here just to use the pace behind the wicket, and if they can keep wickets in hand for that second 10 beyond, they can score 100, 110 in that back 10.
So loosener. You have to bowl that one again. Mamoon Tariq on strike. Faisal Ahmed charging in.
Beautifully played off his hips.
Should be 2.
And I think that's Mamoon Tariq's job here, Bjorn, just to manoeuvre the gap. Just play normally as if you're playing a game of club cricket. Wait for the ball, see it at the middle of the bat, and just try and work 1s and 2s.
100%. Mohammad Saroob's got them off to a flyer here, so 1s and 2s for the next 5 overs will do nicely, and then they can really charge the second 10. Oh, it's a great delivery and well played, well dug out there by the batter.
A lot of tactics that come into last man stands, especially in Cape Town, when the wind conditions are, I mean, this is a light breeze for Cape Town standards, but it's still strong.
Sometimes there's some unsung heroes with the skippers and the managers on the side of the field calling the shots, changing things up. Some unseen heroes that change games.
Yeah, so if I was the Conquerors, yeah, I'd be looking to get in next. Is the man that Rahim Akram batted 8 in the last game, got 13 of 5. Little depth shots behind square. You look like he had a good cricket brain on. It doesn't look like he's a man that can hit big though, and I think he likes just to work the pace, and I think he'd be perfect now to come in next. They might see it differently though, Bjorn.
No, I think that's a good call. They don't need to do anything crazy now. We don't want to. I really wouldn't want to see Watson coming in and lose his wicket, hitting one up and getting caught on the boundary. We know he can't hold back. He wants to go big, so they've got to hold him back for the second 10. Having said that, I'm just looking around at the banners, and the wind seems to have died down completely, Wayno.
But it's still, I think once you get it up in the air there.
Out in the middle, it's still blowing a little bit. There we go, picks up again. That's a quick delivery. 130 k's an hour, and it's just beaten him for pace there.
We saw a glimpse of Watson returning to form. He had one huge 6 in that semi-final. We saw Kabir Imtiaz also starting to find his game that he had at the England National Champs. So those two are going to be key. They need, with Zaroob now out of the game, or out of the batting side of this game, they're going to need someone else to do the damage downwind, and I think Watson is the man here for the Conquerors. Mushtaq will be looking to get another wicket. Superb first over, just going for 4 from it.
The Conquerors would take the start, 41 for 1 after 5. Rahib Ali. That's good fielding.
A little bit quicker than he looks, isn't he, Bjorn? You think he's just trundling in, but from side on, he's getting it through a bit.
A little bit of pressure building here. A few dots in the last couple of overs.
Good shot.
Got that away. Should be 2 here.
Good cricket. Rahib Ali is well-organised batsman, Bjorn.
Played a vital role in their win in the semi-final. Carried his bat. He's knocked it around, anchored the innings. He's not as flashy as Mohammad Saroop, but that was a vital knock of his.
just kept them in the game.
Oh, that's going to be out. What's going on?
Oh, the keeper's thrown it.
What's just happened there?
Oh, it's a suicidal run.
And this is going to really test the Conquerors there. That's just a brain fade there from the two batsmen. I think Ali's doing the sucker punch. He's going, yes, no, wait, sorry.
It's like batting with Ross Cawood. So it just causes confusion out there in the middle, and it's a little bit of inexperience creeping into the game of the Conquerors.
Okay, so they've sent in, looks like the new batsman is Imtiaz. He's going to come in ahead of Watson. Imtiaz is also an organised bat. He can give it a hit, but he's also able to work the ball around, and I think that's a sensible play.
Kabir Imtiaz seemed a bit nervous when he first got to the crease in the semi-final. Once he settled down, he really impressed me, Wayne. He hit the ball very cleanly.
And I think maybe just giving him a bit of time to play himself in could be a good move here. But that is a wicket they didn't need to lose, an total unforced error. And Tariq was just doing his job there as well, so
it's similar to what happened to Santon Royals against Heritage. Some unnecessary run-outs has cost them dearly, and they only managed to put on 118.
But that man, Usman Ali Mushtaq, he blew away the Santon Royals top four as well. I think he picked up 2 wickets. He's picked up a wicket. He's forced a run out of his bowling, so he's a big impact player for them.
It's difficult to face, and I've been trying to work out what's the best way, but he's not easy to face. Bowling quickly, and Indak is hitting good areas. On the money there, just the one. Scores 45 for 2. Got 1 ball to come here from Usman Ali Mushtaq. He's looking for another stick. He's aggressive. He's always hunting for wickets. Oh, it's a big appeal. Kirtley says no. He says it's hit something, but not as bad. He's pointing to the pad. Let's have a look at this replay here.
I don't think that's going to tell us much, Bjorn.
No, the ball didn't deviate at all there, so it's hard for us to see from here.
The snickometer's not working for the
I
farmer.
will say it's a good appeal.
There's only one person that knows if he hit that or not.
He's having a little laugh, and he says, no, guys. No bets on that. Would have expected it to have a little bit of a deviation there with that in swing. So Faisal Ahmed coming into bowl his second. Kabir Imtiaz on 1-1. He's on strike. It's at the crease with Rahib Ali, 19 from 17. The run rates really has slowed down. Projected score is now 150. It's a more difficult end, so it's not a problem though at this stage of the game. It's a wide. Sharpish delivery, but not very accurate. Good bounce and carry through to the keeper. Just tap down for 1. It's good cricket.
So since the fall of Zarub, the run rate's been checked. They're 32 after 3 overs. The last 3 overs have just conceded 15 runs for the loss of 2 wickets. But I still feel that Conquerors on a reasonable position here. The second 10 quite comfortably can get 100 if they've got wickets in hand. It's a punch off the back foot from Ali. It's a great cricket shot.
Yeah, they won't mind this too much. They can kick on in that second 10, Bueno. They'll want to be on 75, 80 at the end of this. And then they'll be in a really commanding position if they've still got 6 wickets in hand.
I think Ali, if he can bat until about the 13th over, beyond get to 50 around 12th, 13th over, and they're only about 3 down at that point. They can really go hard in those last 6 or 7.
Imtiaz on strike.
Well
bowled and well fielded.
So it's great to see the teams that have been knocked out of this tournament in supporting. We've got the Global Jets here, we've got Santon Royals, we've got the boys from Australia in here.
The Butchers of Bodezid on the far side there.
Masagami are here supporting after the semi-final loss.
The Rebels, Tuyalikis. I haven't seen Ush though, Wayne. Very disappointing of them. They promised they were going to come, but maybe they'll make an appearance later.
The Australian side on the far side of the field there. The big orange bags.
Can't miss them.
Can't miss them. Camouflage kit.
Great scenes here. I think they're in the shade there. It is quite tricky for the camera to pick them up. So score is 51 for 2 after 7. 3 overs to go from this end. They won't want to lose any more wickets here. I just need to keep nurdling it around, run the 1s and 2s hard. That's good running here, looking for 2. Should be on.
Good cricket, very good cricket here from the Conquerors. This game's evenly poised here. And I think it's the other left-arm spinner, Ronnie Fazal, that's coming to attack.
Worked on the onside for 1. So 3 from the over so far.
For those of you that just joined the broadcast, you're watching the final of the Last Man Stands World Champs. Brought to you from Cape Town, from Claremont Cricket Club. It's the Conquerors from England, from Derby in England, versus the Heritage Cricketers from Bangladesh. They have a few Indian players in their side as well. The Conquerors have 1 South African in the form of Justin Watson. A few different nationalities represented in this final.
It's nicely played, just the 1.
Let us know who you're supporting. Last Man Stands is 8-a-side cricket. Leagues all over the world. So if you're enjoying watching what you see on the screen here, and you want to enter a league, lastmanstands.com, join.
Looking for 2 here. That's well played. Great fielding in the deep there by Heritage cricketers. It's good awareness. It's 56 for 2 after 8. Faisal has bowled 2 overs, just the 12 runs. It's good going from him. Rahib Ali going nicely. He's 23 from 21. Similar innings to the semi-finals where he made the 50 off 35. If he can do the same here for Conquerors, they'll be in a good position.
So it's like a feeling of the calm before the storm here, Bjorn. I think both teams know that the next 2 overs are crucial. Conquerors don't want to lose another wicket here, Bjorn, before the turn.
Conquerors will just be happy with another 12 runs here at the turn without losing a wicket. Risk-free cricket they need to play. It's a good take from the keeper, but bowler needs to find his line there.
Yeah, I agree. 70 from the first 10 would be a good return, Bjorn.
It's another wide. It's costly. So that'll be 3 for the batter.
unforced error.
It's pitched on middle, just turned a bit. It's difficult. But he knows he's turning. He's got to pitch it outside the line here.
It's the wrong line either way, though, because if batsman gets anything on that, it's 4.
He seems to be bowling for it, though. When he's just moved his fine leg a bit finer. That's a better delivery. Should just be the one. Ratan Dash is the new bowler.
You can see Conquerors are playing to a game plan, Yabian. You know that Ali and Imtiaz have got the potential to clear the ropes, but they're just playing within themselves for a while.
He's gone for the reverse sweep there. He's lucky he got some bat on it because that looked pretty adjacent.
I can understand why he's trying that, because the wind's blowing in that direction, but I think you'd only get 2 maximum for that with the fielder quite fine.
Come down the track.
That's fine. Just keep the ball ticking over.
Score 61 now. 2 balls to come in the over. Kabir Imtiaz on strike. It's tossed up on the leg side. He's worked
Should be
it.
2.
They're looking for 2.
Good batting from Imtiaz. So keep the feeds coming on the Facebook chat. It's good to see so many supporters tuning in here.
So 64 for 2 after 9. Looks like Faisal coming into bowl. Oh, very sharp by the wicket keeper.
That's well bowled there, well bowled. I think that one just, so watch a little bit of turn. Just that's
just a little bit of turn. It's turned a mile.
We haven't seen too many turn that much here, to be honest.
It's a great delivery and well kept by the wicket keeper. He's got the bails off in a flash.
So the wind and the sun potentially drying the wicket out a bit now, Beyond.
Batsman's done well to keep his back foot down. Oh, this could be a chance. Oh, it's well bowled.
Still could be a chance. I think
Faisal causing problems here.
Just seems to be the odd one stopping now, Beyond. It's a used wicket. And I think Conquerors will be waiting. They can't wait now for the turn of ends here. Having to hit into the wind. The ball's gripping. And that's why I think they're trying the sweep shots.
That was the straighter one. Just went on with the arm. It's a good variation there. Bowling from Faisal.
It's a lot of danger now, trying to come down the wicket when it's turning that much. He's going to have to wait for anything short here.
The first over, he got a bit of tap, but this over's been sublime from him.
That's the length he's been looking for. Fielded us superbly out there. Come through for 2. A little bit short there from Ronnie Faisal. And this is the last ball of the 10th over, and then they'll swap.
68's already a good score from this end.
So Ali's done the hard work. He doesn't want to give it away now. Well played.
Just the one.
So for the viewers at home, Beyond, they might think in Ali's batting a bit slowly here, but maybe you can explain what you think, the way you've seen it from here.
So last man stands. We bowled 10 overs from one end, and the end they've just been bowling from, he's bowling with the wind, and the batters are heading into the wind. So you've got to be a bit conservative and work the ball around, hit it on the ground. His style of play is more of an anchor role for the team as well, for the Conquerors. And I think this 10, you're going to start seeing him getting on the gas a bit here. They're going to start taking a few more risks. They've got some powerful hitters back in the hat still to come in. They've got wickets in hand. So it should be quite an exciting next 10 overs here as they hit the batsman hit with the wind. We're at the Claremont Cricket Club in Constantia. It's a beautiful setting. It's a beautiful cricket club. Welcome to the comments box, Ross Kaywood. The dream team back in action.
Briggsy, I missed you, buddy.
Where have you been, Ross? Been supporting your
doing,
boys down at the bottom field there.
Yep, plate final win for the Royal London CC, so congratulations to them. They play in the Regent's Park League on a Wednesday. Fantastic bunch of guys.
They've had a fantastic tour.
Great time they've had on and off the field. Seen all the sights.
When do you open up your registrations in London, Ross? Watch this delivery.
So
Punched down the ground for one.
The London registrations open up in early January beyond. This year's teams will get a priority on re-entering their leagues, and then in February we'll open up to the general public, and we'll get everyone into the league where they want to play, get all registrations and kits ordered. We should be in for another cracking season in 2024. Anyone wanting to get involved, it's ross@lastmanstands.com. And if you wanted to register a team, jump on the website lastmanstands.com/join. Big hello to my Rains Park crew. They're all watching back in southwest London. They all play on a Wednesday and Thursday night in Rains Park. So hope they're all good.
Usman Ali charging in. Bowled good areas all tournaments. Don't expect anything less from him.
Tell you what, beyond that semi-final, it was an absolute thriller. Still can't believe the results, but well done to the Conquerors. They done so well.
They never gave up. They were in all sorts of trouble. They just carried on going. It's a lovely shot. It's the flick down to long on, just the one, but timed it superbly.
So
Conquerors from Derbyshire. Very
fantastic.
strong outfits down there.
Oh, they're a fantastic bunch of guys. They've just been saying what a great time they've had. How impressed they've been with the standard of the cricket here in Cape Town at the World Champs.
He's come down the wicket there, looking for to take it full at the half volley, but wasn't quite there on that occasion.
Tell you what, Bjorn, I've been very impressed with Raya Bali. He's been fantastic today.
Kabir Imtiaz on strike. He's on 18 from 16.
Get out too long off, just be a single fumble. They won't go back for two. Beautiful setting here at Claremont. Mountains in the background, bit of a breeze, blazing sunshine. Wouldn't want to be anywhere else in the world beyond.
It's a fantastic time of the year here in the Cape, in South Africa. What a wonderful experience for an amateur cricketer to come and play in this World Champs. Last man stands. Fantastic atmosphere.
Just to add to that, beyond the Claremont Cricket Club veranda is full. There's a live band playing absolute bangers. I'm sure you'll be singing along later.
It's been quite peaceful in the comments box. I can hear myself think for a bit. I think he's just warming up in the background there.
So,
but if you feel like getting back into cricket, go to lastmanstands.com. We've got leagues around the world. You can register online and you start local and then you go global to a tour like this. That's a good shot there. It should just be the one.
So it's a change of bowler. Mukammal Ali
So Ali looks
Good
like he
looking shot
stands
there
on
by Kabi
leg
Imtiaz.
stump and then he moves across. So he's looking to play it on the onside. Forcing the bowler to bowl at him. .75 for 2 after 11, and they haven't quite kicked on as they were hoping. Syed Ali is the new batter. They need to get a move on here now, Ross. Throw a bit of caution to the wind and have a crack. They've got batters in the hat.
Absolutely, Bjorn. I think the
There we go. We knew it was coming. They're hitting with the wind there. Shot in anger finally. That's great fielding in the deep there by Heritage cricketer.
I think the Conquerors, Bjorn, are definitely looking for at least 100 more. That's a wide. So he's going to have to re-bowl that one.
What do you think is a good score on this wicket here in the finals? Obviously taking a bit of wear and tear, the track.
I definitely think 170 minimum, Bjorn.
So they're a bit short of that at the moment. They need to get it on. That's a lovely shot, but it's just going to be one again. Need to take a few risks here. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, Ross.
Absolutely, Bjorn. So 82 for 2 after 12. Ray Bali 33 of 31. Kabir Imtiaz 24 of 21. Projected score still 137, but I wouldn't read too much into that. I'll tell you what, beyond the all batsmen in the Heritage batters can bat 1 to 8. So maybe 200 to score.
Well, I think 200 is all out there. They won't have a chance of getting 200 now, but they will. I think they need to push hard for that 170. Something to bowl at, even 150, but the projected score at the moment is 137. That's not going to be enough. Lovely shot. That's going to be 6 runs. Ease and grace. He hasn't hit that hard at all. He's just punched it and it's sailed over the boundary. A welcome boundary for Kabir Imtiaz and the Conquerors. Let's have a look at that replay here, Ross.
What a shot. Straight as an arrow.
Such good balance there. Head movements. It's controlled.
Spectator
wasn't interested in the crowd catch. So Faisal.
Good shot down the ground.
Shot. A lot of work for the fielder. Oh, it's a great stop. One-handed on the boundary there.
Fantastic fielding. I think fielding is going to be very important in the final here, beyond however many runs can be cut off. Diving to save boundaries, stopping twos, could prove crucial in the end.
We've seen that in the semis, so 100% Ross.
Heaved away, backward square leg. It's good running, they'll get back for 2. Slashed away to
The Faisal not getting much turn anymore on this end. We saw a few rippers when he was bowling from the other end. Seems to be struggling now. Kabir Imtiaz, he's on strike. He's on 31 from 23. One to come here. Come down the track. Should just be one. Oh, he looks like he's got a bit of cramp there.
I hope it's cramp and not a hamstring.
Imtiaz. That looks like cramp. The Aussies, the Boschers, the Bow Deserts have had a good tour on the orange juices there.
Yeah, definitely quenching their thirst. Been a fantastic bunch of guys on tour. So
getting some shade. It's hot out here.
Did well. Got to the plate semi-finals. Outplayed, but well done to them.
Mike Bailey become a bit of a cult hero on this tour.
The big show. So 13 overs done. The score is 93 for 2. Raib Ali 36 of 33. Kabir Imtiaz 32 of 24.
So Syed Ali coming on to bowl. Bowled a very good first over, just 8 coming off it. Kabir Imtiaz, he's on strike. He's up the run rate. He's on 32 from 24. With him at the crease is Raib Ali, who's been the anchor, 36 from 33. They've got to go after Ali here. That's well played. Should be 2. They're running hard, but just remember he got cramped the previous over.
Good shot there, out to long on. Feel to get around, cut it off.
Could be a run out. Oh,
good call not to go back for 2.
oh, he bowled him! It's a big wicket. Kabir Imtiaz, 33 from 25, gets sent packing there. Great delivery from Syed Ali.
So Kabir Imtiaz.
He's having a chat to Lahani, the umpire, telling him what a good ball it was.
So that's another big wicket for the Heritage cricketers, and a crucial wicket falling for the Conquerors.
So, great scenes here at Claremont Cricket Club. Justin Watson's the new man in. This is perfect time for him to come and make a name for himself, Ross. He's a big hitter. He's hitting with the wind. The crowd's rolling in.
Absolutely beyond. I think it's a good tactic. They've held him back. He normally bats 3, so
there's a few people dancing in the crowd, but they need to keep one eye on the ball. Let's have another look at this delivery. Top of off.
What a ball, the perfect ball. So the new man in. Let's see what he can do. I think he's going to have to play a cameo here to get the Conquerors up to 170 odd. Raib Ali still there, 37 or 34. He needs to get 50. He needs to carry his bat. Great shot, it'll be 2.
It's great running.
That's just good cricket beyond. Good ball, good shot, time perfectly, 2 runs.
It's great cricket, Ross.
Sun's out.
Sun's out, guns out.
Absolutely.
Aussie boys there, just catching some shade. Surprised they're not at the bar, but obviously it's been a long tour for them. Just resting up. It's a slower delivery. First up for Watson. Well played for one. He's now moves to 3 from 2. Rahib Ali.
98 for 3 after 14.
Conquerors need a kick on here, Ross.
They do need to put their foot on the
Blasty
gas.
blows.
Got to be at least a boundary and over. A few twos, few singles. At least 6 or 7 and over for the next few overs. And then the last two, 10, 15, some big blows. And then the home run.
The home run is the game changer.
Absolutely.
Takes that projected score from 140 to 150. If
So
you hit a
Copa
6
into
off the
his
last
over.
ball, Ross.
Huh?
If you hit a 6 off the last ball, what happens?
It's called a home run. Counts as 12. Coca into his third over. Gone for 24 in his first two. Justin Watson, the man on strike.
Possibly the man to attack here. Can't coach that, Ross.
There's no comments in the scorebook.
Can't set a field to that either. It's good running.
So it's good running. They've run 3.
I think it's Watson on strike. Or was that Rahib Ali? It's Ali on strike. It's come down nicely. He's worked that on the onside. They're just going to get the one. Brings back Watson.
Great shot there by Justin Watson. Slapped it out to extra cover for 4. Great shot.
And
Into the crowd.
into the crowd. Spectators just walked right into that one. It's
What
lucky
a-
he was just along the ground.
What an arm.
It's a belter of a day out here, Ross.
Absolutely.
So projected scores moved to 145, and wouldn't the Santon Royals have loved to have had that against the Heritage? They had them 5 down, chasing 118 in the first semi-final this morning.
Just good feeling there. He picks it up on the bounce. It was bobbling in front of him. So Justin Watson's looking ominous.
Missed out there. It's well bowled by Akil Koha. Much better over from the young man. Seen him coming and darted it into the pads. Really good bowling.
So 107 for 3 after 15. Rahib Ali 38 off 36. Justin Watson 11 off 5. Just see the wind picking up. Look at all the patrons, all the supporters, all the teams that have been knocked out are still here.
It's great to see the crowd come to watch some good cricket.
Great family environment, bit of live music.
So Watson's on strike. Saeed Ali is bowling. He's on one stump already. He's going for another.
Good shot there by Justin Watson, not too long on. Just be a single. We're going to miss there by Rahib Ali. Looking for the big one.
Got to get bats on ball. Just played all around that. Again, it's good bowling.
Not too far off that. Got to watch himself there.
And the keeper's got so much power with that throw, he's knocked 2 stumps out the ground. Let's go Tempin bowling.
What do you reckon the chat they're having is there about beyond?
I think it's to attack the boundaries, Ross. If they want to get 145 here, 150, it could be a run out. No. Throw is a bit wide there. They need to up their run rate here, do the Conquerors. We've seen, though, low-scoring matches cause a few nerves in the batting lineup.
Yeah.
It's not easy to chase a low total.
Low totals always cause a bit of panic. Teams get complacent.
And they play within themselves, and then 1 or 2 wickets.
Oh my word! Smash it over cow corner.
It's a big shot. It's a welcome boundary.
Unbelievable scenes here. A lot more needed from where those came from for the Conquerors from Derbyshire in England. Beautiful scenes.
So welcome boundary. Rahib Ali's now 46 from 40 and Justin Watson's 12 from 6. Score is 116 for 3 after 16. We've got 4 overs to go.
So Rahib Ali 4 away from his 50 and retiring. I think the next batsman coming in, they've got to absolutely swing hard.
Gone big again.
Nice shot! Oh my word!
He sent that into the shadow realms. Ross.
That's landed on pitch 2 here at Claremont. That is huge. Justin Watson, the man's on fire. He's on the charge.
He's 18 from 7. It's just what they needed. Let's have a look at the replay here. It's in his arc and out the park. He's followed up nicely there, has Faisal Ahmed.
It's followed up by a wide.
Is it a wide? I think.
Just so. Conquerors on the charge beyond. I think that was the message. Time to smack it.
Rahib Ali.
Sorry, just some dogs run onto the field. Those little pooches are trying to get a part of the action. They're loving last man stands. They want to get involved. They want to register a team.
It's a dog-friendly cricket club. There's a few of them running around. It's a good shot
there by Justin Watson.
In the gap. Should be 2.
So great to see the Royal Challengers Bangalore from London who've been involved in this tournament. They've come down for a few beers, so welcome to them.
Oh, that's it's a yard quicker. It's cut him in half.
They got through to the last 14, played in the last 16 games, so well done to them on a great tournament.
Royal Challengers Bangalore. They haven't won all their matches, but they've won all the dance-offs.
the opening ceremony, absolute scenes. They came in hot off the sevens.
Big swing and a miss. So a good battle on our hands here from Faisal Ahmed against Justin Watson. He's happy with the dot balls, he wasn't so happy with the sixes. And he get one more boundary here. Justin Watson's on the attack, he's looking for it. Should just be one. Good fielding.
Okay, so 126 after 17. 3 overs to go, 15 balls beyond. I reckon minimum they're going 150 here. Minimum they're looking for.
It's not a bad total to end up on. Something for your bowlers to have a crack at.
Yeah.
Gets harder and harder to bat as the day goes on. The shadows will come onto the field. The wind's going to pick up.
So Mushtaq going to bowl his fourth over. Very tidy, just 1 for 13 so far.
He's been quick, bowled in big induckers.
Slashed away to the cover boundary, just be a single. So Raib Ali on 46. He'll be looking for his 50 here.
Come on, Ali. Let's have a maximum. He's gone for it. It's a little flick. It's a powerfully struck, but it's straight to the fielder. No luck on that occasion.
She's a classy batsman.
Sweetly timed. 128 for 3. Watson on strike. He's going at just under 200% striking rate. Bowled him! He's too good, this guy, Usman Ali Mushtaq. That's his second.
So we've seen a few wickets cartwheeling today.
It's going to be interesting to see if he swung that delivery in. Bowling, the wind's bowling going across the wicket, and it's just coming with the arm. It's just beating him for pace there.
So the new man in is the captain, Sully.
The wind is blowing from fine leg to long off for our viewers at home. It's prodigious wind. If you have a look at the banners around the ground. A good knock there from Watson. He's disappointed with himself, but he's done a good job for his team there. Some 20-odd useful runs.
Sully was telling me at the toss that his heart rate on his watch was going through the roof. Went through the roof after that last game. He was just trying to calm himself down and then get himself up for this game.
I can imagine my heart was going through the roof, and I was just watching on the sidelines, so you can triple that for the players. Big moment in the game, this. Sally's the new man on strike. Can he deliver a knockout blow here? Oh, him! That's 2 in a row!
Can we?
Usman Ali Mushtaq can't keep a good man down. That's 3 for him now. He's only going for 15 runs. He's got one more ball to go. Can he get a hat-trick here, Ross?
You never know. We've seen one hat-trick today already in the plates semi-finals.
He's bowled him all ends up.
So disappointing for Sully. He's failed to trouble the scorers. Slow long walk back to the change room.
Disappointing for him. He's done all the research on the bowlers last night, and he's going to have to go back to his video analysis, unfortunately. Back to the drawing book.
So Rahim Akram, the new man in, on strike. One ball of this over to go.
So Raheem Akram is the new man on strike. Nothing
2
better
wickets out the ground.
nothing better for a fast bowler to see. Usman charging and he's on a hat-trick.
He's done it! Can you believe it? A hat-trick in the final of the World
Shows
Cup.
the heavens and says thank you.
All bowled. Usman Ali
Uzi Ali Mushtaq, unbelievable.
Take a bow, son. Unbelievable scenes here in Cape Town.
He has been the pick of the bowlers. He's superb. He's just hit awful lengths for the batters. It's troubled them. It's been moving. It's been swinging.
Absolute scenes here.
It's unfortunate that he's finished the spell. 4 overs, 4 wickets, just the 15 runs. What a peach of a delivery. It's unplayable. They would have got any batter out.
Wow.
And he's loving it. What a celebration.
The fans back home will be going
Dhaka has just erupted.
absolutely
A lot of firecrackers going off.
just.
Great scenes here in Claremont.
What a game.
Club.
What a setting to take a hat-trick in a World Champs final. Beautiful Cape Town, Claremont Cricket Club. Can he get a fifer?
He can't. He's finished his spell, Ross.
Oh, he's done as well. He's done. That's the over.
The dream team, welcome back.
Yeah.
It's Ross Kaywood and Bjorn Brigg on the mic. We'll be with you for a few moments more.
Sorry.
It's all too exciting at the moment. So a new man in is Zain Ashfaq, and he's at the crease with Raheem Ali, who's going to retire soon, but he won't retire. He'll have to stay in.
Carry on batting, yeah.
To carry his bat here.
It's 128.
Saeed Ali's bowled very well as well. Can he pick up a wicket and join the action? No. It's a wide. After all that action, it's disappointing.
Wow, I think we've never seen a hat-trick in a final, have we?
I could feel it happening. He was just looking so dangerous. The crowd are still going nuts here at Claremont.
It's good running there by Raheem Ali.
Oh, it's going to be a run out.
Run out.
Kirtley says no, safe.
Oh, he was nodding his head.
He's nodding his head.
He was, but then
I thought he was shaking it. I think you're right, he's
giving
nodding
him
it.
out, yep.
He's out.
He's out, yeah.
Let's have a look at the replay there. It was close. That's the ball before.
That was, yeah.
Like to have a look at that run out again. I think it's coming up here. So Zain Ashfaq is a naught off naught. He's the last man standing. He's got a bat on his own. He's got to run twos, hit boundaries. Big ask for him. Didn't see him do too much previously. Ross, do you know much about him?
I don't, Bjorn.
I think this could be criminal. I don't think they're going to bet out their overs here, Ross.
I know.
And one just has to ask the question, did they play, was their final the semi-final? Have they played their final already?
Potentially beyond. But Raheem Ali had 2 overs to bat. With the man, he's in. You've seen the ball like a beach ball.
No run there. Says stay. Wait. Come on, Zain. If you can get another 10 runs here for your team, take them to 140. Be a big help. It's a great shot. He's running hard. It's down the bowl. It's a big throw. Zain does extremely well there.
It's good running.
2 valuable runs, Ross.
If you're watching this for the first time, Zain Ashfaq is last man stands. Can only run 2 or multiples of 2 and hit boundaries. No singles. So 7 balls left of the innings.
Well bowled.
Another dot.
That's good batting from Zayn there. He needs to save his legs. I will remind him, seeing it's the last ball coming up now of Syed Ali's over. I'd like to see him throw a bit of caution to the wind. Lovely scenes here today at Claremont.
Absolute scenes, yeah.
What running. It's a lot of talent on display.
Couldn't agree
Syed
more.
Ali just showing us how it's done. Look at those figures, 4 overs, 1 for 28. Can take a bow, son.
So last over of the Conquerors innings.
If Zayn can get 6 for this, he's done a fantastic job for his team. 140, not a bad total, Ross.
I agree, Bjorn. So he's run water on when there's 5 balls to go. Tactical water message happening here. I think it's pretty clear. Hit boundaries or run as hard as you can. Run 2s. So Faisal Ahmed is going to bowl the last over. Tidy spell from him so far. Just 21 off his 3 overs.
So it's been quite a slow run rate by Heritage cricketers. They've already taken an hour and 20 for this. They might be batting in the dark. Oh, I think that could be a wide. It's just 1 for the over. That was quick. Score is 134. Can Zayn Ashfaq take them to 140?
140 I think is a decent target.
I think that's something to bowl at. Conquerors a good bowling outfit, as we've seen. This is great running from Zayn. What a shot.
He's got the
Going to make
dive
it
out
home
there.
easily. Valuable runs these. Gold dust.
Absolutely.
He's a tail ender, putting on valuable contribution here for his side. 6 from 6. Faisal Ahmed's bowling bombs at him here. He's bowling with great pace. Clobbered down the wickets, and that's 4.
That's a great shot.
Valuable runs these, Ross. That takes him to a target that's defendable, 140. Problems here for Heritage cricketers. And split the fielders in 2.
What a shot there. Welcome boundary. Just what the doctor ordered. Got again. Oh,
Save your legs. So, last ball of the innings coming up here.
home run. If it goes for 6, it counts as 12. Take them up to 152. That would be competitive.
I think he's got to take off stump here. He's got to take a leaf out of your Hanfaree's book here. Target the cow corner. Come on, Zayn. He's running it. It's not going to go to the boundary. Should be a run out. And is. That brings an end to an exciting batting display by the Conquerors. They're 140 all out after their 20 overs. And Zayn Ashfaq can be very proud of that contribution of 10 from 8. 140 is just that much harder for the Heritage. They're going to have to bat well to take that, chase that target down. We're going to have a short break, and we'll be back at the start of the second innings in a moment. Wayne Grieve and Simon Malbers will be with you to talk you through the start of the second innings.
So the second innings is about to get underway here. Conquerors posting 140. I think they'll feel they've left about 10 to 15 runs out there. I think 160 is par, but 140 is runs on the board. We saw Santon Royals put it on 118 against Heritage, and we thought that was going to be way too little, and Heritage were 40 for 4. So another 20-30 runs would have kept Santon Royals potentially alive in this tournament. Conquerors are going to need to bowl well here. Look at that scorecard. 4 bowled from Mushtaq. Got the big wicket of Zarub. Then he came back in his second spell and Watson was looking dangerous. He bowled Watson. Then the skipper Khan came in. He bowled Khan. And then on the hat-trick ball, he cleaned up Akram. What a spell that was. And if you've not seen the highlights reels yet, it's definitely worth going onto the Last Man Stand social media and having a look at that. Look at the bowling figures. Look at that from Usman Ali Mushtaq. That's, if they do go on to win this tournament, that spell will definitely be talked about for a long time. The pick of the bowlers. Koa normally very economical, going for 33. So both spinners a little bit expensive. Ratan Dash just the one over. Syed Makud Ali, 4 overs for 28. He also picked up 1 wicket. But it's all about Usman Ali Mushtaq. That's the first time we've ever had a hat-trick on finals there at the Last Man Stands World Champs. And it was a spectacular hat-trick. All bowled. Big in-swing and deliveries. A couple of the Delhi Lions guys have just arrived. Good to see them coming in to support the second half of the final. The Rebels are here earlier. The Royal London are still here. Plate champions. Masagami will be gutted. They lost the semi-final, but what a great game that was. They can be proud of their defence of their world title. The Bushes of Bow Desert are still here on the far side of the field. The band is still going. The Royal London boys are enjoying the music. Some interesting dance moves coming from them. The Santon Royals are still here. Big support base. So we're about to get on the way for the second innings here. Justin Watson to start the innings. Justin starts at the wide. That's way off the mark. So Justin Watson, he's got a lot of pace. We just need to find these areas here. That's what ball from Watson. Dipanchipura is a very, very good batsman, and if he bats for 10 overs here, I think it could be game over. So Justin Watson, it's too short to that occasion. Dipanshu just waits on the back foot, helps it around the corner, just sets into the wicket. It's a decent crowd now in the clubhouse. So Watson needs to tighten up here. That's where he wants to be. So welcome Bjorn Briggs back into the commentary hut.
Oh, it's a pleasure to be here. What a day of cricket. Wayno, Manoj Yadav batted well earlier today. We need to do the same for his side. It's 135 of 97. Oh, that's quick. Beating him for pace there, Wayne.
Yeah, that's good from Watson. Very good. Can he string another one in that area?
It's a little bit of shape.
Very much a rhythm bowler. Catch coming, and he's taken him!
Great catch!
What a catch!
What a moment in the match, an early breakthrough. The Conquerors, and they needed that, Wayne. We spoke about it in the interval, how important was early wickets for them.
The field has done well this, because he's got a bit close to him.
It's come like a rocket to him, it's almost gone through him. He's held on, well done.
That's an outstanding catch because he's coming up the boundary. The wind's into him, so he's not sure if he's going to get to it, and suddenly he gets too close to it and he has to adjust. And under pressure,
It's gone like a rocket with the wind behind it.
I'm talking under pressure, the tournament director's having to chase the poodles off the field again. He's done a good job, so all happening here at Claremont CC.
He's hit that very low. It's just hasn't got under it enough. Well done in the deep there.
So that will put a few nerves in the Heritage camp. That's just what they didn't need it, and just what the Conquerors would have spoken about in the team talk. An early wicket and win the game here, boys.
141 starting to look a bit bigger than it is now with that early wicket. Another few wickets and that 141 is going to start looking huge.
And Watson and Imtiaz are a good opening bowling pair, but they haven't been quite on their game so far. They weren't at their best in the quarterfinal, they weren't at their best in the semi-final, but they were outstanding, the England national champs, and if they can find their game here and rhythm with the ball, then this is definitely going to be a tight game.
Well, obviously managed just to, they know how to win this team, Wayne.
Winning mentality, that's for sure. There's always someone standing up when someone else is down for a game. Good team spirit, well led by Sully.
Sully's a good man. I just only met him yesterday, came and introduced himself to me. Told me a bit about his plans and his research that he does for the team. And he's not the best player in the side, but he's probably one of the most, got a good cricket brain, and he organizes his troops very well.
Well, put it this way, Bjorn, if it wasn't for Sully, the team wouldn't even be here. So that puts things into perspective.
I think he's going to do good things for this Conquerors team. I can see them going on to become a force for many years.
And it's great because last man stands, teams want to win. But Sully started this team and he's gathered a group of guys and they've also backed him. He's out there when he goes into bat, he doesn't waste any balls, Bjorn. He's either clearing the ropes.
He didn't waste any today.
And I don't think he'll mind that.
He won't mind that at all. It's an exciting passage, but what was important for the Conquerors after that hat-trick is that they punched back, scoring another 12, 13 vital runs.
Yeah, on his
the
own,
score
I
to
think,
141. Oh, it was good shape early on.
So Imtiaz has started well. Yes. And Bjorn, there's a bit more dust blowing now around the batsman's crease, so it's a sign that it's drying up. I couldn't believe it when I came here on Wednesday and the wicket had been flooded. I actually sent a question mark to the tournament director.
They should have flooded it the day after. It was a day too early, I think.
Yeah. So coming from the UK, playing cricket up north in England, the groundsman would be a lot of pressure if you'd watered the wicket for Saturday on a Wednesday. But you can see why now, because the wind has been a factor here, the heat, and the wicket is drying up. So 140 could be 170 here.
A little wide there after the two good dot balls. Kabir needs to bring this back for his side. He's been hitting good areas. Now he just needs to find his line. It's full.
That's well tucked away there from Faisal. So just too short on that occasion from Imtiaz. They'll be on the two boundaries that have come so far in the innings have been courtesy of short deliveries. With the wicket drying up, I think you can afford to go a little bit fuller. Maybe the odd cutter, especially to the left-hander. I'd be looking to bowl the odd cutter here.
Needs to finish strong. Last ball of the over. A great delivery.
We even seen a few, Bjorn, you know it's a final when the batsmen start leaving the ball as well. So they're going with a three-prong opening attack here. Watson. Then it's Imtiaz and now it's Zarub. So they're going with their full repertoire here. Zarub failed for the first time with the bat in the knockout. And you can't keep him out of the game, so he will be looking to make an impact with the ball. And when I say failed, they still got them off to a good start, Bjorn.
It's a great start. But it's not the start they would have wanted.
Well, I think they had 30 off 3, didn't they? And then after he got out, that 45 for after 6.
So Mohamed Zarub. He had such a good semi-final for Conquerors. He's a great all-rounder. He must be a shoo-in for the England national team that's going to represent in Kenya next year in June. He smashed that, but great work in the deep. Oh, bobbled it. Did all the hard work, Wayne.
You spoke too early, Bjorn. He did do all the hard work.
And commentators curse.
So those are the ones you've got. You should have stopped that, Bjorn. He had done all the hard work. He did get his body behind it. But it's bobbling. You see him coming around. Not a lack of effort.
No, it's just slipped out of his hands there as he's rolled over.
You don't mind that when he's given everything, and
can't ask more from your mates on the field when they're putting their bodies on the line. And it is the wind has dried out the outfield, not only the pitch. So it is bubbling about in the deep there. It's not as lush as it looks.
So after every ball, you're seeing a puff of dust now. I didn't see that in the semi-final. So you're starting to see the wicket just breaking up slightly. Wouldn't be surprised if Zarub bowls the odd cutter here to the left-hander. He's got a good slow one.
This is definitely a better end to bat from. The wicket's a lot truer this end. So it's going to get harder and harder for Heritage as the innings goes on, when they need to make hay this end, and they need to be, I'd say, on 80 after 10.
And Bjorn, what do you think of the song? The band's starting to get
I'm not sure about the music, if I'm honest, Wayno.
Not your thing.
But the dollies and some of the crowd are loving it. They're up on their feet. Oh, it's a good take by the keeper there.
And Zarub just giving his keeper a little...
Just trying a bit too hard there for pace.
It's well taken from Ali. So he's batted well in this tournament, and you know what? He's 47 or 41 or 49 or 42 today. Could prove to be very influential here. Just held the innings together.
Oh, he's popped that up. It's off a chance.
So beyond, that's an example of the wicket stopping a bit on the batsman here.
Nervous times for heritage cricketers, Bangladesh. Good crowd in today. It's the last man stands World Champs final. Going to see a new champion crowned today. 17 overs to go. Score is 18 for 1. Early strike for the Conquerors, taking the early wicket. They'll be looking for their second now.
MTS just going for 5 of his first over.
Oh, it's swung in and he's watched it carefully and worked it on the onside. This could be a boundary. It's just rolled over there. It's a good effort in the deep again. With boundaries starting to come, feels like Conquerors need to string a few dots together again and build a bit of pressure now.
No, they bat all the way down, Heritage. They're a complete unit. Every player in the team could be considered an all-rounder.
Kabir Imtiaz charging in.
That's not where he meant it. I think he meant to hit that down to mid-off beyond, and he's just got a big inside edge. Another sign of showing that the wicket's not as good as it was early in the day, and we don't mind that beyond. A few different skills coming into it.
There's also a good in-swing. Let's have a look here on the camera. He's shaping the ball.
That's a beauty
He's
of
shaping
delivery.
it away from the left-hander and into the right-hander. I think it's a swing that's more than the wicket that's doing the batters.
Just beyond, that's a great nut, isn't it? Drifting in and then...
That's a peach. That's unplayable.
So it just shows what a good all-round cricketer he is. And I know the selectors back home are also looking at him for the England team. So beyond, we're talking about the England team. After this ball, you can maybe explain what we're talking about.
Well, there's International World Cup. Last man stands taking place from the 23rd to the 30th of June.
And how does that differ from the World Champs, Bill?
So this is more like a club World Champs, whereas the World Cup will be nation versus nation, the best of the best. We should have 16 teams competing to be crowned the best country in the world of last man stands cricket. It's going to be hosted in some wonderful venues in Kenya, Nairobi, some old colonial cricket clubs with fantastic facilities, and the players all get to stay at the clubs as they all have accommodation on them, so it's going to be a fantastic experience. If you're looking to represent your country, register at lastmanstands.com. It's going to be a cracking tour. Score is 5 for 1 here after 4 overs. Mohammad Zaroob's back into the attack.
And every ball feels like an event now, Beyond.
She said it's swinging a lot. That's just swung too much.
And Zaroob's bowling quickly here, though, Beyond.
I mean, that's pitched outside off and just carried on. Again, it's just if he can get that half a yard further outside off stump, it's going to be unplayable.
That's shaping big.
It's pretty similar to the hat-trick we saw in the previous innings.
But the difference, he was starting it on 6 or 7 stump. He's starting it on 4. So he's got to start this on 6 or 7 stump here. That's swinging in big time here. That's better. Sure. Well, that's gone a mile. That's a wicket. He's got him.
We were just saying how he's got to find his line, and he's done just that, Wayne. Let's have a look at the replay. Oh, that's exactly what we were talking about.
It's hit him on the back leg. I think that's out. At first I thought it hit him on the front leg, but if that's hit him on the back leg, might be. The only question could be the height, but I don't think there's anything wrong with the line.
I would be hesitant as an umpire to give anything that's moving that much. I just wouldn't know where it's going to end up. It's just carries on swinging. I think he might have. I mean, you can't fault it.
When you look at it from that angle, it doesn't look too bad, Bjorn, but it's just maybe the height. I think the line's fine. Yeah.
Let's have another look. Nothing wrong with that decision. You
know
can't
what?
complain about that.
You know what? If that had the modern technology, I think that's maybe going to be hitting the top of off.
No, I think middle. I think we'll agree to disagree.
Sorry, top of leg maybe.
So another breakthrough there, 29 for 2. The moral of the story is don't get hit in line. Use your bat.
Yeah, I think as a batsman you do feel unlucky in that situation. You feel like you got a good stride in, and the ball is doing a bit, but
Mohamed Zaroub is bowling big induckers here. I think if he can keep that line.
What you were saying though, beyond the first 2 for wide, you could sense danger there. So I think if he now knows his radar, he's starting this on about 7th stump, and it's going big. So could he repeat the dose of what we saw earlier?
I wouldn't want to be facing now.
Oh, gee.
No one didn't swing as much. His batsman's done well there.
I'd like to see a replay. It still swung, but you're correct in saying it's not as much, but it still swung. Watch the replay here. Not as much, you're right, but it's still swinging.
It's great bowling here by Mohamed Zaroub. He battled early on because he's not used to the swing, and he's adjusted well.
So the third man could come into play here. It's going to have to be a wake.
It's well played. He's waited for the ball. So 111 required off 77.
And the gap between the runs and the balls is just starting to go up now. That's always a good indication of where the game's at. Keep an eye on the gap between the runs and balls. At the moment it's still comfortable, Bjorn.
Still comfortable, but this is the easier end, remember?
Ooh, the keeper can't miss that. Luckily there's only 2, but he's made some great stops, but I suppose, Bjorn, as a keeper yourself, you know those ones that just bounce before you're tough. He took his eye off the ball, didn't he?
Took his eye off the ball. I think it's been a long week of cricket and he's a bit tired.
Yeah.
He's
also, it's a good point because he's
shoddy throw, and he should have tried to take that on the full or taken a step back just to get, it's like batting when you're getting a good length ball. Anyway, he needs to concentrate hard. He needs to dig a little deeper for his team here, Wayne. Just worried about the London boys. They've taken off their shirts here, guys, and it's still hot out there. I don't want to see any sunburn. Dangerous times for the crowd there. Oh, this is aerial, but it's in the gap. Oh, what an arm.
The London boys blending in nicely with the pink outfit of the Santon Royals there.
On the Shandies.
That's the Royal Bangalore that have arrived. Great to see them turning up beyond. They're out the tournament 2 days ago. They've been doing their activities this morning, but they've come to support the final.
They've been a hit in Cape Town. They've lit up the city.
We've got a problem with the dogs running on the field again. Yeah, these 2 poodles are loving the atmosphere here.
KB MTS charging in. forward defence. He's opened the face of the bat. That's clever batting. It's a great delivery, and it's managed to get a single out of it. Turn the dots into ones and the ones into twos. .36 for 2.
So Bjorn, I'm really starting to enjoy the music now. Have you changed your opinion, or are you still not for this music?
This is one of his better jigs. He's got the ladies, they're all up now. He's got the trumpet going. This is a bit more mellow, I like it. Another great delivery, but again, he's turning the dots into singles and the singles into twos. Good batting from Heritage cricketers here.
So this game is so evenly poised. We couldn't have asked for a better scenario leading into these last 14 overs of this tournament. Beyond, been an outstanding tournament, and it's all coming down to these last 70 balls here.
Oh,
I mentioned that Kabir Imtiaz is a good bowler, and he's due a good spell, and this is it.
selectors must be having a look at his figures as well. He's been good with the bat and the ball.
Got better and better as these knockout games have gone on.
So 4 more from this end. I think Heritage are a few runs short.
There's the Royal Bangalore guys.
The Bangalore got the shirts off.
Actually, the tans aren't bad. They're a bit better when they first arrived.
Coming out of the UK, start of their winter there. Why not? Beautiful afternoon here in Claremont Cricket Club.
And there's Waj. For those of you back home, if there falls another wicket, we'll be hearing shouts of Daz, Daz, Daz. Still don't know what it means, but I enjoy it when he gets going.
So 38 for 2. Faisal on strike.
New bowler is Rahim Akram. So umpire early signal. I think what he's signaling is down leg.
Down leg.
A good umpire.
I think it's a good call.
Good call.
Swinging. Ball's been swinging all day.
Good call. So the umpire's having a good game here. And Akram, he's a skiddy bowler. Really useful guy to have as your fourth seamer.
He's troubling the batter here.
Like
some friendly crowds here. Chad Lawson's come from Pretoria. He's played a bit of LMS and he's got a game for the club here as well. He's gone big. He hasn't got hold of it. I thought he hit it down the ground and it's come off the inside edge to mid-wicket.
the Conquerors are finding a way here. We didn't think that 140 was, well, we thought it would be competitive, but at the moment it's proving to be a very good score here.
They're 10 runs behind, I would say, where they need to be, the Heritage cricketers.
Watson comes around. He covers a lot of ground out there. Good throw.
Good running by Heritage.
Good cricket all round, but the dust is really becoming a factor here, Bjorn.
Certainly is, Wayne. And we're going to see some prodigious turn from the other end. It's going to get very difficult to bat on. Well, this has gone up. It's going to be 6 runs.
That's a great shot from Ronnie Faisal. And that's broken some of the pressure that was starting to build. Straight over the top of the Royal London CC boys, who are the plate champions. They're sticking around for their trophy ceremony later.
It's a release shot, and they should have seen it coming. It's too full, and he's punished.
And that blow just evens up the books again.
So I said earlier that they were 10 behind. They're probably only 5 behind where they want to be now. 93 off 65 balls. It's 48 for 2 after 7. There's 3 overs to go from this end. And Heritage need to make hay.
Justin Watson, oh, that's a great shot that, Bjorn.
He's just hit a 6 for that Yorker for a 6.
What a pickup shot that is.
It's not a bad delivery. He's picked up the movement. I think he's seeing it nicely now because there was late swing and he's just gone with the swing.
I don't think that's far from where MTS was looking to bowl it. Maybe a little bit full, but
he needs to use the deck. His eyes in here, so
2 sixes and 2 balls, and the game's changed, yeah.
A little bit of momentum shift there for Heritage cricketers. They were a little bit behind it, realizing that they were slipping. Ronnie has just turned it up a notch. Ronnie and Ahmed. Faisal and Faisal at the crease.
So MTS is going to bowl through here. This is his final over.
Welcome dot ball, some reprieve for the bowler.
Yeah, when you go for the 6 off your first delivery and you get a 1 and then a dot, you brought the over back into parity, but you need to finish strongly now.
It's 2 to come. The ball is swinging. The batsman's in.
And that's 4 more.
It's a big over this. That's 16 off the over so far, 17 off the over so far.
The advantage of a left-hand, right-hand combination here for Heritage.
He's bowled so well, Kabir Imtiaz, but he's taking a bit of tap here. He's got 1 ball to come. He didn't get a wicket here. He needs a wicket. They need a breakthrough.
Yeah, just a few deliveries ago, the score was on 40. And now we've got Brian Adams, not the bowler, the song.
Oosh should be here. That's the singer. He's the reason they've been able to afford this tour. Managed to get some tickets of his.
So Bjorn, that's actually a great story. After this ball, I want you to explain to the teams back home watching this game if they've got fundraising ideas. Oh, that's a terrible fielding out there from
it's shoddy. It's coming apart at the seams at the moment. They need to fight, dig deep and fight hard here, Conquerors.
So some teams out there looking for fundraising ideas. Bjorn, maybe you can explain what the team Oosh did.
I'm not sure I should talk about it on air. But one of the chaps is quite smart and he built an algorithm to pick up as many Brian Adams tickets as possible. And the spider went out and bought all these tickets and then resold them as soon as they bought them for the highest bidder.
Okay. We won't mention any names.
I'm not mentioning any names, but they managed to cover their expenses and they were staying in a villa in Camps Bay, so they did well there.
And we've got Brian Adams now. The band are playing the best days of our life. I think
Brian Adams is actually in the background here. He actually sponsors some of the boys to come out here.
I think a lot of the teams have had their best tour of their lives.
It's just a shame they're not here to witness it all.
The Bushes of Bow Desert are still here. They're on the far side, making great mates with the Global Jets. Royal London are here. Santon Royals, Masagami, Delhi Lions, Royal Bangalore.
That's a better line and length there. It's outside off stumps. Not much you can do with that. So 78 from 59. It's getting a bit easier. We said that they wanted to be on 75 to 80 at the turn, and they're already on 64. So Heritage now in control of this match.
that could be a run out. Oh, he's hit it! Can you believe it? What fielding that is! That's not an easy pick up and throw there, Bjorn, and he's pulled off an incredible run out of his own bowling.
Raheem Akram, take a bow there, son. That was fantastic cricket. What an athlete. I was just singing the praises of Heritage cricketers taking the game away from Conquerors, and that the Conquerors needed to dig deep, and they've done just that. Come back a bit. Come back. Look at that. From the side angle, he's just hasn't had much to aim at, and he's done the job for his side.
A lot of work to be done there, Bjorn. That wasn't an easy run out.
It's game on here. The Conquerors, I think the runs are a problem for them at this stage, and they need to start looking at the wickets column. Just like Santon Royals in the semi-final, they've got a few more runs to defend, but if they bat out their overs, you've got to favour Heritage cricketers. They need to take wickets here, the Conquerors. They're doing just that. Watch this again. One-handed pickup, quick release. So quick. You don't know how difficult that is. It's all in slow motion though, but that happens so quickly in real time. So 64 for 3. 5 wickets to go for the Conquerors. 2 balls to come in the over.
So Faisal Ahmad, interesting that he's been batting 8 during this tournament. They promoted him up the order, so they're holding some of their better players back here. And I wonder what their thought process is here. I think you always want to get your best players in and give them time to, especially in this situation, but just give them time to work their way in.
At least 1 or 2 of them, especially heading with the wind. They could have taken the game away from the Conquerors, but it's very much an even match, evenly poised match as it stands.
Rutten still to come though, Bjorn, and we saw his big match temperament earlier in the tournament, so they've got a lot of batting still to come.
It's chipped to the gap, should just be 1.
I think they should have brought in Rutten Dust now, though, just let him feel his way into this innings.
The wind has slightly died down a bit, so it favours Heritage cricketers. As it means that the second 10 will be easier for them.
And the band's just taking a break.
Thank
nice
goodness
hum
for
around
that.
the ground now.
66 for 3 after 9. 1 over to come from this end. Wouldn't the Conquerors love another wicket now?
Our statisticians in the back office have given us some data. They feel that Akil Kaur is the key here, the key wicket. So that a miss. Statisticians are looked at the stats and they feel that Akil Kaur is a big wicket in this run chase.
Justin Watson had a nice little knock earlier on today. He's got the boys charging in. Starts with the wide. Oh, come.
So Watson starts another spell with the wide.
They've all battled to get their targets with the swing at the moment. See if he can adjust.
Oh, this could be out. Field's coming around, just drops short. Oh. So Watson banging that one into the deck. I think that almost would have been wide for height beyond. I don't know if the batsman needed to play that. Watch how high.
No, he definitely didn't need to play that. He jumped to hit it.
He was in no control of that shot.
Should be 2 here. They're running hard.
Throw to the keeper's end, could be trouble. Good run in.
Slow turn.
So beyond, we're approaching the halfway mark. And they've scored approximately half the runs with 3 wickets down. So I think the fact that they're only 3 down and not 4 probably puts the game slightly in Heritage's favour here, but by a whisker.
They bat all the way down, but Conquerors need to just keep on taking wickets regularly, because not only will they chip away at the nerves, but the wickets slow down the run rate. Oh, that's a nasty delivery. He's dealt with that really well.
Oh, and that's gone for 7, Bjorn.
Yeah, it's definitely a no ball.
So that's a big delivery, big moment in the game.
Yeah.
3 hits as well, so.
Don't know what's happened there. He's going to get a little chat from the umpire to not ball that again. It was dangerous.
So suddenly the score moves on to 80, and now Conquerors are under pressure going into this back 10.
80 was the target. They've reached it, so it's exactly where the Heritage cricketers want to be.
I think the only thing that can stop them from winning from here is a flurry of wickets now, Beyond.
Exactly. Oh, jeez. I think he bowls one more, he'll get taken off here. Curtly won't mess around as the umpire. He's got the yips, or
it happens, Beyond.
He's got too much sun cream on his hands. One of the two.
Yeah, you got to feel for Watson. Yeah, it can happen to anyone, and I just think you need to take a deep breath.
Need to get Ross Cayward into the comms to talk about the yips, yeah.
So Watson, 1 ball left of his spell. He needs to finish strongly here. Game's not over.
It's a free hit, so he's lucky to get away with that.
So costly over there from Watson.
So that's a 10. We're going to change ends now. It's 86 for 3, and should theoretically get a bit harder for the batters heading into the wind, but it's not huge wind anymore.
Yeah, but Ben, I think the fact that they don't really have to target the boundaries makes it a bit easier. If they were having to score big,
they needed another 10 runs. They just that last 2 overs were quite costly there.
Very costly
for Conquerors.
Well,
they were chasing 65 or 50 here, so that they would need to hit a few boundaries. Now they can just push it around.
Beyond that, 42 after 6 overs, so the last 4 overs have gone for 44, and how quickly a game can change. And the Conquerors management team, they're looking a bit deflated there.
Sully's walking slowly back to his mark at mid-wicket.
But Bjorn, you did say something earlier, that Conquerors know how to win games. They've found ways to win, so you never know.
They need to do that now, need to dig deep. Upsets the world champions earlier. Pulled something out the bag. Can they do it again? Or was that their final?
It's always hard to follow up a performance like that, playing against the brilliant side of Masagami.
It's a lovely shot, dab down to third man. It should be 2 or 3. It's going to go for 4 in the end. It's a lovely cricket shot.
And now Heritage literally can just stand still, wait for the ball, see it off the wicket, and just maneuver the ball.
You'd have to say that the momentum is firmly with the Heritage cricketers. They've got this match is theirs to lose from here on in.
Yeah. They've got to think who's their best chance of taking a wicket here. Do they get the off-spinner Ashfaq to bowl the next over? Do they go back to Zarub?
They need someone to do something special.
I think you have to have
They need lots of wickets here, Wayno. Lots of wickets.
They mustn't give up. Golden rule is to take the game deep.
As you said, cricket's a funny game and it swings quickly. It can swing back their way. It's not in their hands at the moment. That can change quickly. 1 brings 2.
Kohar is raced to 23 from 6. Our statisticians were telling us that he was a big wicket. I think some of those runs are courtesy of the wides and no balls, but we know what a big player he is for them. They've still got dust to come, so the wind is strongly in favour of the team from Bangladesh.
It's touched up. It's short, and that's clobbered. 6 more. Half a chance there. Didn't strike that as cleanly as he wanted. But it's 6 nonetheless.
So the Conquerors have gone quiet here. They've gone quiet, but they mustn't. They've got to go deep. They can be proud of their effort here. Make the Heritage win this. I think they've got to go back to Zarubia. He was getting it to shape. So 60 runs coming from the last 5 overs. As quickly as it's turned in favour of Heritage, it can turn the other way very quickly if you add 2 wickets to the scorecard.
It's 100 for 3 after 11.
It's an old cliche, beyond, but if you did add 2 wickets to the scorecard, suddenly you would feel like the game's back on. Look at the Bow Desert boys. A few of them were asleep out there earlier. They've woken up.
Yeah, it's an interesting phase of the day here. Conquerors need to punch back here. They need wickets badly to stay in this match.
And Heritage know now that they can just go at literally less than run a ball.
Stain Ashfaq batted nicely for his team. At the end there's the last man standing. Needs to take wickets now for his side, the Conquerors. They're moving Sally into short fine leg.
That's the right play. Just make sure that he's
10 off.
Not giving away 2s.
He's hiding the ball behind his back again. It's a great tactic. Keeper's got to do better than that. This could be a run out.
So that's poor cricket all round. It was easy 2 there. So Sully's still clapping here, but he needs to bring the rest of the teammates with him. They've gone a bit quiet in the field here, the Conquerors.
The whole crowd's gone a bit quiet. It's 102 for 3. Conquerors need something special. It's down to backward square leg. It's just the one. That's one's all they need.
They can take the game deep beyond and then pick up a few wickets, and suddenly the new batsman struggle to get used to the pace of the wicket. You never know. I'm trying to find reasons for how Conquerors can come back here.
Oh, that's a good shout. Not given. It's pitched outside.
Pitch outside leg, but the spin could be handy here.
It was turning for the Heritage cricketers this end. Giving it a bit of a rip though. Let's see what he can do. Zane charging in. It's gone to Sally. He does well to stop the second.
A good over from Ashfaq. Just brings a bit of calm to the attack here. 37 from 40. Skillful batting there from Koha.
He's on 29 from 11. He's also looking to make a name for himself and put his hand up for the Bangladesh national side. That's going to be playing in the World Cup in Kenya.
Oh, it's gone again. This could be 4 more.
It's a long chase for the fielder. It's a big over this for Heritage cricketers, Bangladesh. Score moves along to 112, 29 from 38. It's one-way traffic at the moment. It's all too easy for Heritage cricketers at the moment.
He's taken that from way outside off stump. I think he might have been in a bit of trouble if he missed it, but he didn't. And he's got the reward.
It was a proper sweep. His bat was along the ground the entirety of that shot. He's just kept his eyes still. Oh, Sully's got a lot of work to do here. This could be another boundary. Can he stop it? He does. Good work by the big man. He's carrying a little injury on his knee. A 1-1-4 for 3. 2 to come in this over.
So coming into this tournament, Heritage were fancied, beyond. There's a lot of people talking them up, and they've proven they're the real deal. Still got to field the ball here.
It's a big appeal there. Tulani says not out. Let's have a look at the replay.
Couldn't see much there. We have to have another look of that. Taruk was convinced.
So 1 ball to come here. Can he get a stick? Oh, it's a peach of a delivery. A little bit of a way shape there. It's a good shot for LBW. I think Tulani said it hit him outside the line. I think it might have been just inside there. I think he got away with one there.
Wonder what the viewers at home think about that. We don't. This is amateur cricket, so we don't have the beauty of sneakometer and all the things that come along with professional cricket. So umpires are under the spotlight here, and I think they've done a great job during this tournament, beyond.
They've been fantastic. Controlled the situation when things got heated. They've made fantastic calls all week.
They've gone back to Zaroop. He's still got 2 overs to come, so they've got to think positively and say, in these 2 overs, can he pick up 3 wickets?
A great bowling change by the skipper. I fancy him for a wicket here, Wayne. Oh, almost stopped that off his own bowling there.
Well, you
go
for the 1 and 1 bounce there, Bjorn.
Oh, just going for the great fielding there.
So he got it to swing quite a lot from the one end, from the opposite end.
Conquerors looking a bit down. You know, lift their heads and strive for that wicket. As you said,
Well,
can change things.
So Zarub looks like the one bowler here that could just cause a breakthrough.
It's a beautiful afternoon here at Claremont Cricket Club. Sun is beating down. Mohamed Zarub has got 1 from 14 and it's in his third over here. He's got 3 to come. He's coming round the wicket. He's looking for the top of off.
He got lucky there. Why would you play a shot like that when you only need less than run a ball? That's not the greatest shot option there from Kara, but he got away with it.
It's Mohamed Zarub making batsmen play out of their comfort zone.
That's good cricket.
It's coming down to Sally. Does well.
It's a root fight in here. All you can ask is when you leave an event like this is did everyone give their all, and they've got to try and take it as deep as possible. The batsman will still have a bit of nerves. You've got to remember that. Got to get over the line, so you've got to understand that the batsman will still be thinking there's a game on here. Even though you might be thinking the game's on, the batsman must still be thinking there's meat on the bone, yeah?
Oh, what a delivery there.
Well bowled.
22 required from 30. We get 2 new batters in. That's 22 becomes a lot harder for the new batsman in.
And Zarub hasn't given up. He's having a word with the guys. As we look at the Royal Bangalore there, showing up their suntans from this trip. Very hard for a fielding captain to know what to say to your team in this situation, but
Just got to ask your bowlers to hit the areas and ask questions of the batsman.
that's gone straight up, but I think it's going to be safe again. Can you believe it? Safe again.
Living dangerously at the moment.
And that's what I'm saying, beyond the batsman must be still feeling nerves. I often say in cricket you don't know what the opposition's thinking. You sometimes think the game's gone, but certainly the Heritage are still feeling the pressure here. So 2 unforced errors here, but they've got away with it. Rahim Akram's been
Chance
good this
could
whole
be coming
tournament.
here, Wayne. Now he blocks it.
So one extreme to the other.
Yeah.
And that just shows there's still nerves here, Bjorn. Another dot ball here, and he might think he's got to play a shot. He doesn't.
Keepers geeing all his teammates up, telling them to be ready for a catch. It's taken off a length there. It's got good carry at this time of the day. Can't afford wides though. It's got to ball better areas.
I think they should get a fielder up on each side, yeah, Bjorn.
Why not?
Just to try and create some doubt. And actually, if they'd done that, they might have taken 2 catches, yeah.
Maybe just on the offside.
You've got to be thinking, what's the best way to pick up a wicket here? And I think the best way is to try and get the batsman out of his comfort zone, trying to play a shot that's not possibly on.
100%. Runs aren't a problem for Heritage cricketers. Anything that can possibly lose them the game is wickets. Conquerors need to take a few risks here. This could be a chance. Oh, it's a great catch. He got it.
Has he already taken it? I can't believe that. I cannot believe he's taken that catch.
I saw him dive and we lost him as the ball went under us, under our eyes.
We
Let's have a look at the replay there. It's fantastic stuff from Conquerors. It's just what they needed. Can this be the moment that changes the game?
Why is he playing that shot though beyond the... We lost it in the sun. The fielder didn't lose that. That's an outstanding catch. What a catch under
That is
pressure.
a great catch. He had a lot of ground to cover there. Kept his eyes on the ball. It's a diving catch.
I think
Conquerors are back in this match.
is that the man Zarub again? You can't keep that man out of the game here.
124 for 4. 17 of 26. Can they take 4 quick wickets here?
They go for the big shot. Zarub pulls something out of nothing there. That looked like it was running away for 4 beyond.
Unnecessary shot though. Now there's pressure on the new man.
They did steal 2. We missed the steal in all that action, but
What a catch though. That's one for the highlight reels.
Conquerors had 127 with 3.5 overs to go with, I think, 5 wickets in hand. And they bowled up for 140, so you just never know.
You never know. That's one of the catches of the tournament.
Under pressure, that's phenomenal. We saw a great catch yesterday, I think it was from Fantonda.
Right. They need to hit their marks here. They don't have a lot of runs to play with. They need wickets here. Need to hit good areas. Ask more questions.
Running hard, yeah, there should be 2.
Good cricket.
Just a good cricket shot. Syed Mohammad Ali. And they've still got Dash to come beyond, so they've got all bases covered as a team here.
Oh, look, Heritage Cricketers are firmly in control of this match, but we've seen stranger things happen.
I think, just not quite sure where you'd get the fielder up here, Bjorn. I don't know if it's worth trying your mid-wicket to come in or your cover.
I'd like to. It depends where they're going to be bowling and what the plan is. He's going to be bowling there. They need a short leg in.
Yeah, it's really difficult. I mean, you're trying to defend 17, now 15 of 24 balls. So,
But
you got.
I don't think they must worry about defending the runs. They need to make something happen. Yes, they don't want to give silly runs away, but they need to make something happen, take a wicket, and put a bit of doubt in the batsman's mind.
Yeah, have a plan. Make the batsman.
It's a lovely shot. Just punch that down the ground. It's an easy one.
So perhaps that's where I think they could bring up a gub. I think the mid-off Bjorn can come up, try and to the left-hander, try and get Kora to try and hit over the top. I think to the right-hander, I'd also get the mid-off up. Perhaps Watson could come off the boundary there at deep cover point.
It's just too easy at the moment.
The mid-off could have been up there and stopped the single, or you could have forced a false shot. Doesn't matter if you lose it in the 16th over, the 17th over, or the 18th over.
It's 11 from 22.
And well fielded by Sally. Great diving stop by the big man.
Stopped a certain boundary there, putting his body on the line for the team. 9 from 21.
It feels like that moment there beyond where everyone should be coming up here. A little leave outside off stump. Knowing that it's the Rube's last ball of his spell.
It's clever cricket.
It just shows how much it means to these heritage cricketers. We did get some inside information that Koa was an important wicket and the stats team were spot on.
Akil Koa, 44 from 24. What a knock it's been.
So we're coming to the end of a brilliant World Championship.
Punch stats just for one.
I do think that they need to get the field up there. They're going through the motions here. Got to be proactive. How are you going to get 4 wickets? That's what you've got to be asking. Not how you're going to stop runs. How are you going to get 4 wickets?
I certainly won't get the wickets with this attack. In field setting at the moment. I need to change it up here. So wide. 8 off 19.
Bring the mid off up. Bring your cover point up. Try and bowl as full as straight as possible. Try and bring LB and W and Bold into the equation here.
Half a chance there for the bowler. So they really do need to bring the field in now.
So it's been a brave effort from the Conquerors here. Coming over with a thin squad of 8 players, which is not easy where some of the teams have got bigger squads. Just the 8 players really to select from. And they've really can be proud of their efforts, Bjorn.
They've been fantastic. They've battled hard. They were down and out in that semi-final and dug deep to win it in a close encounter with world champions 2022 Masagami. Knocked them out the tournament, but they're just falling short here.
And the way Rahim's fighting all the way here. Looks like a great competitor. It was his knock in the semi-final. Beyond that came in where it did look like it was over, but he still believed, and you can see he's still believing here now. Got 1 wicket to come and 1 ball to come, and he needs a wicket.
Just 5 required. It's 4 now required for heritage cricketers Bangladesh to become world champions 2023.
So the key bowlers are now bowled out here for Conquerors. And with that, you've got to think that it's just a case of the formalities now. Heritage are going to be the champions, well deserved. They've been outstanding in this tournament. They were ranked 1 after the group stages. Conquerors were ranked 2. Masagami were ranked 3. And Santon Wells were ranked 4. So the top 4 teams did make it through to finals day. I think that is the 4 best teams of the tournament.
Oh, he told them, can you believe it? They're too little, too late. Is there a twist in the tail?
If they go on to win the game now, we'll have to delete that bit of commentary.
Just played it on. Can't believe what he's done there.
Getting over the line's never easy though, Bjorn. That was a regulation. Just cut back a little bit. This is Ratan Das, number 7, arguably one of the better batsmen. So to have a man of this stature coming in at this late in the day, when there's a little bit of pressure, a tiny little bit of pressure.
Lots of pressure on him.
I think with 3 wickets in hand, he wouldn't feel too much pressure, Bjorn, but maybe he gets out for first
if
ball.
If he goes out here, he's let his team down. If he hits the winning runs, it's expected. So there's not much to gain. a lot to lose, so
Yeah,
that'll be going through his head.
Fair point. And Conquerors need to make him know that. They definitely should be bringing a fielder. So Watson is up on the offside a bit. I like what they've done, yeah.
It's 3/4.
Still an easy one, but still a bit of pressure. They have got the field a bit tighter. Maybe they can get even tighter there, Bjorn.
It's tricky because they're looking for that catch. They're not trying to stop the singles. They get too close, loop over their heads. Catch 22.
So
need a bit of luck.
They're hoping for the big shot. I don't think that either of these batsmen are going to be thinking that way, though. I think they're going to be looking for the drop and run. But I've been proved wrong a few times in this tournament.
So maybe the cover in then. I would leave the mid-on, mid-off, 3/4.
So now they really need to get everyone in. Even tighter. Tight.
12. Sometimes like batsmen like to finish with a bit of flash. Play silly shots. Is Ratton Dust going to hit a 6 here? He blocks the ball back to the bowler. Mamoon Tariq.
So Heritage waiting for the moment. They sense it's coming anytime soon. Could this be the delivery?
Always fishing outside off for that one.
We have to wait a bit longer here.
It's a good delivery from Mamoon Tariq to end the over. He's bowled well. 1 for 26 off his 3. 139 for 5. We've got 2 overs to go.
They can take a power play now.
Got to take the power play here. Get the slip in. Short cover.
The only thing is the off spinner, so that might change their thinking. I'm not quite sure what field I'd be looking to do here to try and buy a wicket. But what I do know is I get everyone as tight as possible. I think this field's fine, Bjorn. I think this field's fine. Just hope that Dust tries to do something stupid. The fielders have to be on their toes.
Give it a bit of a rip as well. Let the ball, give it some air, let it turn off the deck. It's a tricky wicket. It's been a lot of cricket there. He's tossed it up. Well bowled. Oh my word. Speeds in the bat. A few more of those. The nerves will start trickling in. That's a great delivery.
So Dust, he's looking to finish with a single. Is he going to change his game? Is he going to go big here?
Oh, it's too short. And
oh, unlucky, not far from the fielder though, but with that, it's the game. So Heritage are the new world champions of last man stands, well deserved.
Well played to Heritage cricketers, Bangladesh. They've been the best unit from start to finish. Well done to the lads from Dakar and a few of the Indian lads. They've been superb. They've run on to get the stumps. Some mementos of their tour to South Africa. They're world champions 2023. They shake hands with the opposition, the Conquerors, who've been superb as well throughout the tournament. Well done to them. It's their first world champs. I'm sure they'll be back for a second down in Australia. We've yet to decide where the next one will be. But we're hoping to match the beautiful scenes of Cape Town. That brings an end to what's been a fantastic tournament. Well done to all 24 teams that took part. Came down to one, and that's Heritage Cricketers, Bangladesh. Fantastic performance. Just like to take a moment to thank all our Last Man Stand staff who've been up at the crack of dawn and finished late at night to make sure we get you these pictures. Put out the social media, do the graphics. Thanks to everyone at the clubhouse at Constantia Cricket Club who've served us refreshments. Thanks to Les Ryan from Redham House, who was fantastic when we had our matches there in the pool rounds. Thanks to Camps Bay High School Probably be the most stunning ground in the country, if not the world, for amateurs to play on. The views from there are sublime, thanks to our umpires, who've been magnificent. And thanks to all the fans and supporters who've tuned in and come down to the grounds. Added that extra vibe and spirit to the matches. Just take a moment to look at the heritage cricketers celebrate there. Proud cricketers, proud of their country. The flags flying high for Bangladesh today. So Syed Ali, 8 from 7. Ratan Das, 1 of 3. Zain Ashfaq tried his heart out today. He's on the losing team there. Huge disappointment for the Conquerors, but can hold their heads up high. They battled hard. On the day, they're just not quite good enough. I think missing 1 or 2 players, just not quite as much depth as the heritage cricketers, and that's from just experience. They've played a lot of tournaments. Let's have a look at the crowd there. What a treat they've had today. Lucky to be in the grounds to witness fantastic cricket. I think that's amateur cricket at its best. Last Man Stands truly is a wonderfully accessible format for all. Brings everyone into the game, improves your game, gives everyone a chance. Today that chance was grasped with both hands by the boys from Dhaka, heritage cricketers, Bangladesh, who've outmaneuvered every other team this week. I do think that perhaps Conquerors played their final in the semis. They seemed a little tired in the final. If they played as well in the semis as they did in the final, I think it could have been a different game, but they were well and truly outclassed there in the final. Masagami must be ruining their chances. I think they would have fancied themselves against heritage cricketers. They'll have to travel now to Australia to try and win their title back. Rebels also in their 6th world champs. Well done to them. But knocked out in the quarterfinals. They'll be disappointed. They had their chances as well. 2 Lickies. Lost to Masagami. Some outstanding fielding from Masagami in that match was the difference. Conquerors. Their heads are down, but they need to hold them high at the moment. And we're going to head to our prize giving ceremony. Thanks to all that joined us today. It's been a pleasure having you. All the best for December, and we'll see you in Australia in 2024 for the next World